Getting savage up in here now. Because you know why this is one of the best night games to play? I don't know about Skyrim or whatever, but to me, this is one of the best night games to play because it's real, for the most part, pretty quiet. And there's just like ambient Japanese piano jazz. And so, but most of the time, yeah. So that's why it's one of the best ones to play at night. Because no one's gonna fucking come up to you and say like, "Hey, I gotta go. I gotta sleep, man. Can you turn down that Japanese ambient piano jazz for me? I'm tired of your Japanese ambient piano jazz. Can you cool it? Turn it down, man. It's getting out of control." Can you turn down that owl hoot? That owl hoot driving me crazy, man. That hoo. It's too fucking loud this late, man. See what I'm saying? Trying to rain on my grenade. Ooh. Rain on my grenade. Oh, so the real Black Friday's coming, huh? No, they put a black man in the AI in the Black Friday AI, but the black man didn't play the terrorists. He played the good guys. So some guy likes to write racist on my thing, and is racism like? I thought that means just saying like N word real loud all the time or something, or like I thought racism is like if like a black person's like walking near you and you're like and or no, you're like in a restaurant and then some black people walk in and then you're like, okay, check please, and you just like walk out. That's like real racism, isn't it? Yeah, isn't there some requirements for real racism? Come on, people. There's like real racism, right? It's not like just you can't just be like, oh, you don't like that one rap record, you're racist. No, I don't think so. That's not how racism works, folks. Hmm. All right, so let's get this. Yeah, it's cool to. It's best we clear out what real racism is, and then what imaginary racism is. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to think I keep my eye on everybody, when I'm walking down the street in a big city, as a general rule. So keep an eye on every motherfucker. That's the way to really roll. Is you don't just you keep situational awareness all the way around you, 360 degrees. Even if you have your phone and your earbuds in, still look around. Don't be like uh, Arena Zerpruska or whatever, where she's just like zoning out. You need to look at the motherfuckers behind you, motherfuckers in front of you, motherfuckers to the left of you, to the northwest, to the southeast. You need to look at everybody, every motherfucker. Not like poor Irina, just zoning out. Maybe if I was 21, I would do that too, though. Probably, maybe if I was under 21 and I was in the New York subway or where was she? North Carolina. Maybe if I was in, the DC Metro, maybe I'd just put on some AirPods and just fucking jam my tunes in between my work shift at the pizza shop and not give a fuck. Yeah. But I would like to think even at 22, like riding the bus, like I would have a little bit more situational awareness. So even though I love jamming my CDs back in the day with my headphones, I love when I was riding the bus jamming the music. Yeah. You know what? It wasn't like New York. It wasn't like a deep crowded like in the Joker movie. It was more like on a Houston bus there was like space between people and like if I saw a dude creep up on me looking like he was a repeat offender even at 22 I would have been like because if it's like pretty much an empty bus or an empty train or empty metro or something, a subway, and then motherfucker sits right behind you. That's like red flag number one anyway. So it's I wouldn't say it's her fault, but she should have looked behind her probably earlier. Yeah, but I mean she's from a foreign country, you know, uh, Irina or whatever. Yeah, and in Ukraine and Russia they don't have black people, so they don't. I mean they don't really have black people, so they're not used to being around black people, and so I mean, if you come from like the whitest part of Russia or the whitest part of the Ukraine, where it's all white people all the time, all Caucasian people, and then all of a sudden you're in North Carolina or Georgia or something, or Washington D.C. or New York City or some shit like that, you just don't know. Especially if you're like a 19-year-old Ukrainian girl, or whatever. What do I think she was? She was probably like uh yeah, like definitely an immigrant, but I know that escaping the war in Ukraine, invasion, but also I think she might have been like one of those like mail order brides too. One of those what like a rich, fat, ugly dude has some money, but he's like really lonely. Yeah, she might have been a mail order bride though. I don't know if she was, but I'm just saying. There's like sometimes there's like a rich midget and he's lonely and he turns 50 and he doesn't have a wife and then say orders one from Russia or something. Because those girls are pretty in the Ukraine. They're pretty in Russia so, a lot of times. So in Eastern Europe, just in general. So guy's got some money and he's like, man, I got a car, I got a house, I got all this, but I don't have a wife. And he's like just beating off all the time and looking at pornography. And he's like, man, fuck this. I'm tired of Rosie Palms and her five sister. I can't do this anymore. So he's like, I'm glad criminals can't disguise themselves as pretty girls in real life. That would be a nightmare. that'd be a nightmare for single men. Would be like if a nightmare for single guys would be like if people in real life could like disguise like convincingly dress themselves up as really beautiful women, really beautiful young girls, and then just like fucking and then attack you like that. I guess they try with AI and like online and like fake profiles, but like you're gonna know if some Nigerian scammer or something is like, you know, if they ask for your credit card or whatever. So, or if you know, meet if you're like, okay, we're gonna meet in a public place and like the person doesn't look like the picture. I mean, somebody's gonna know if like a bunch of thugs jump out and it's supposed to be like a really hot online date or whatever. So that's why online dating, especially today, is really dangerous. Because not only do you have transsexuals, but you also have like, you know, a lot of criminals and shit as well. So it's like you got so many threats. You got a criminal, you got transsexual, you got fucking yeah. Then the old school threats would be like STDs and AIDS and herpes and gonorrhea and all that shit, hepatitis. All that shit still exists, and it's out there floating around. Yeah, I need to get rid of my bow. Get that Royale shit. Yeah, that's good, but get my Royal shit. Yeah. Gonna follow a map today? No, we're going off script. We're going off the itinerary into the unknown of the wild and the breath of the wild. Into the wild. The Clanless? Yeah, I saw that movie. The guy, maybe in the internet days, maybe if he had a computer, I know he was like trying to live without any electronics and live without any modern conveniences. But if it only had like a computer and just had some kind of remote connection, he could have lived out in the wild and he could have investigated like the different herbs and edible plants in Alaska and all that stuff, and then probably wouldn't be dead. Yeah, McClandless. Oh yeah, that's his name. Yeah, I didn't read the novel Into the Wild. I just read the. I mean, I just saw the movie. Yeah, because I think that guy went on a crusade for nothing. Into Alaska, into the Alaskan wilds, see if he could live off the land and live self-sufficiently. Um, I don't think it was a totally fruitless endeavor. I just think he didn't have enough supplies, and he didn't know what the. I mean, like a rich, you know, like kind of a trust fund baby from the suburbs. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's not like he grew up in the wilds of Alaska and he knew what the fuck he was doing. It's not like he like, you know, lived that kind of lifestyle or anything. He just aspired to it, but really didn't know anything about it. I guess he was more in love with the romance of the whole like Ted Kaczynski Unabomber Robinson Swiss Family Robinson thing, but he wasn't really the Ralph Waldo Emerson, the Henry David Thoreau kind of stuff, Walden Pond and all that. I think he was more obsessed with the fantasy of it than the reality, because the reality was brutal. So 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 like a pro tip for life is Now, here's a pro tip for life, and this is after 45 years of being alive so far. I've come up with this. Um, if you don't know what you're doing, then you probably shouldn't do it. If you know what you're doing, then Godspeed. So, in other words. Oh, what, you think you're Gambit, dog? I don't think so. There's only one Gambit, dog. And he's in the X-Men. Saying, you bitch. Mon ami. Uh, yeah, I was really surprised when they came out 25 years ago with the X-Men movie. And what I was really surprised about was the lack of the reason being Gambit wasn't in it because he was the coolest fucking character, pretty much. Besides, I mean, Wolverine was pretty cool. I mean, Cyclops was cool in his own way, in that kind of like straight edge way. Professor X was cool. You know, the character Rogue was really in the cartoon in the Fox animated series was really foxy and really cool and all that. Actually, Jubilee was a fantastic character besides being a cute girl, and then Beast was fucking awesome. So I was really shocked. I was really shocked when X-Men 2000 came out and they um, did not include Beast and Gambit. I was like, what? Those are like the best fucking characters in the fucking X-Men. Yeah. Yeah. That Sir Patrick Stewart was Charles Xavier wasn't really surprising that he was cast as that. Sir Ian McKellen was real, you know, already really old. So I know that they show an old Magneto in the cartoons too, like a gray haired, but he was real old though already back then even. So, but I guess he didn't have to be young for his powers to be convincing or anything. Um, Storm, as it was just a black woman, so they picked Halle Berry, a really hot one, and so that wasn't really surprising casting either. Um, Mystique, Rebecca Romaine was insanely hot. Yeah, that was awesome. Oh yeah, Femke Janssen of course, as Jean Grey was perfecto. James Marsden as Cyclops was pretty comic accurate. That was really great casting. And so, as the leader, the de facto leader of the X Men, besides Charles Xavier. So, yeah, the X Men. That would once you if you ever see that Fox animated series, it's like so awesome. Like that whole series. Maybe I don't know if the themes in the X Men are really resonant, especially if you're like a teenager. But I saw the cartoons when I was a teenager, and I kind of really it kind of hit hard, you know. Um, but I mean, they didn't just have teenage themes, but yeah, imagine if pretty girls could were like criminals, and I'm sorry, people or criminals could like mask themselves as pretty girls and then attack dudes. That'd be pretty sinister. Yeah. Get the demon kava. Yes. Demon. So it was probably because 20th Century Fox, they couldn't afford to do a really expensive X-Men movie, so they kind of added characters so they could streamline it. And I guess they always figured, well, if it made money, that they would just add them to future installments like they did, sort of. But they still cut out Gambit though, and I was like, what? Oh, I guess it was. Uh, I think I know what happened. How Beast and Gambit were cut out for so long. It turns out that Hugh Jackman's performance and presence was so badass as Wolverine that they started to structure the whole series around him. And so I think that's what happened. If Wolverine, the actor that had played him, wasn't Hugh Jackman and he wasn't cut and he wasn't look very convincing as the character, if he wasn't so popular, I think they would have made um, yeah, they probably would have introduced Gambit and the Beast a little bit earlier. But Hugh Jackman, they just figured, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it, and he just took off. Uh, Not so much in X-Men, the last X-Men 3, The Last Stand, but in X-Men 2, X-Men United was a particularly excellent triumph for the series at that point. Yeah. Yeah, X-Men The Last Stand, it wasn't bad. It just was I don't know. I guess what happened was that they botched the Dark Phoenix storyline, and so the worst part of it is that Jean Grey starts killing off everyone, a lot of the main characters, and so X-Men fans were like, "What the fuck?" You know. So that was in the X-Men Last Stand was in 2006, and that killed the franchise for a while. Then the next one they made was like X-Men's Origin Wolverine, and then it really sucked donkey balls. Even though they finally brought, I'd say Taylor Kitsch, I think that's his name, was a badass Gambit. I thought it was better than Channing Tatum, to be honest. Yeah, I always thought that Channing Tatum was just like a jarhead. He was just a meathead. I never thought that he was like. I never thought he was a great actor or anything. He was just kind of like Jai Courtney. He was just kind of a meathead, but like a hillbilly meathead. Enduring veggie rice balls. Thank you, rice balls. There's nothing wrong with jarheads and meatheads, but you know, um, I don't. It's like Jai Courtney and well, actually, I thought Jai Courtney did a great job in Jack Reacher, the movie. He was great in that, but fucking in Die Hard 5, he sucked donkey domes. I don't think he's a very good actor. It's just basically like chicks want to fuck Jai Courtney and Channing Tatum and have babies with them. That's why they're in movies. But I don't think they really had the charisma of like the old action stars or the acting ability, the charisma or any of that. I don't really consider Channing Tatum's and uh, Jai Courtney's career to be that spectacular anyway. And John Cena just always comes off like a cocky douchebag. I don't like him either. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like action stars in the old days used to have personalities. And these new ones just seem like not really. Want to get jiggy with it? They come up behind me, don't. Better recognize. It's a blood moon, down. Ah, down. Okay, so we played a little bit on the Texas two-step, $250,000 tonight, and want some more? Ah, okay. Oh, Cliff. Oh shit, it's a cliff. Where are we at? We're at the almost the Dig Dog Suspension Bridge. Oh, they're not gonna have Snoop Doggy Dogg New Year's Eve. I was looking forward to that. They said it was canceled. Didn't you want to ring in the New Year's Eve with Snoop Dogg? Now I'm sad. He was like, I was already doing the Super Bowl for Shizzle. That would have been the best show, Snoop Dogg's New Year's Eve. That's like the best idea I've ever heard of. Why didn't they make that? Ringing the New Year for Shizzle with Snoop Doggy Dogg. Think how much money that shit would have made? Fuck. That's a that's a tragedy, travesty, or whatever they call it. Snoop New Year's Eve. Snoop New Year's Eve. That would have been. Oh man. Imagine how different the future would be if only 2026 would have started out with New Year's Eve by Snoop Dogg. See, the future already is changed now. Now it's already. It's like the future was ruined already. What? Oh. NBC is not proceeding with its planned Snoop Dogg's New Year's Eve special. What? No. Man. Okay. We just have to pull ourselves together. Yes. 2026. Okay. What? All right. We're going to need some sunshine up in here, Dawn. Figure out what's going on. All right. Sit down. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. All right. What the? Oh, I see. Okay. Now I think I got it. You got this? Have I memorized the pattern yet? Yes, I know the pattern. Like I know Saturn. Hell yeah. I know the pattern. Like I know Saturn. To be honest with you, I don't really know that much about Saturn. I'm telling the truth. I'm sure people believe me. Maybe. Y'all figure out the pattern yet? Yeah, but see, I have to know. I figured it out. Yeah. But there is one problem though. Yeah. So many rocks, like crack rock. Crack rock. What? Crack rock. Hope everybody has a phenomenal Veterans Day tomorrow. Yeah, 11/11. Hope y'all get. Okay. Do you know what to do yet? No. Tell me I gotta. All right. Let's try something a little bit. Typical Monty Python on him, huh? There it is. Booyah! Okay, that was. See, it was hidden between that crevice right there. That was sneaky. That was sneaky deaky. It could have been worse. It could have been more cruel, but check this out. Are ready for the completion of the puzzle? Yeah. All that shit, and it just comes down to this. Dang. Okay, we got 50 Korok seeds right now. We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna save them up until I really need to expand the weapon stash. So. Sit down. Now we'll get off that subject. I promise. Ooh. Yeah, tomorrow's the Veterans Day. Yeah, we're gonna see if we're good at the Texas two-step tonight, and then we are going to play the 900 million Mega Millions for tomorrow. You think it would be Veterans Day that I'm going to play 11-11, but no, that's probably how they get you. Either that's going to be true or that's going to be false. So it could be true, but it could also be false because there could only be one Mega Ball number per game. So that's either going to be really true or really false. And so I'm just going to stick with my hunch of a number and try my usual pattern sequence instead of just doing 11-11. I mean, that could, you know, possibly win and make a lot of money. I'm not sure, but the only way I would try to do that is if I won a lot of money tonight. So, which is probably not going to happen. But if it did, maybe I would consider playing at a few different angles. So, a few different possibilities, if you will. Because if you look at time is not just for mortal beings, but time is also a series of probabilities. So, and time is a series of possible quantum states or possibilities. So, also, so time just doesn't represent mortality alone, but it also represents possibilities. So it represents, you know, a lot of different aspects simultaneously. Okay. Veterans, and then we have after that we have GoldenEye 30th anniversary, the movie, but we're going to be playing the game too. So that's going to be on Thursday night, and then after that, of course, there's going to be Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, which is on the Super Nintendo. That'll be a 30th anniversary experience as well. Then after that, of course, Thanksgiving, and oh yeah, and then after Thanksgiving, there'll be Black Sabbath Friday, which will be a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. So I would like to think there's a lot of excellent shows coming up down the pipe. So. Ice Rod. A lot of good shows, a lot of good hosts. Don't you know just how it goes when we're ready to roll? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, ready for the winter. Don't get a splinter. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Better watch out, boy. Because I'm coming. Better watch out, boy, 'cause I'm coming, dude. Watch out for the doo-doo. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Bing, bing, bing. Oot, oot, oot. Oh. Here's the deal. Best respect, boy. Take you out like Draco Malfoy. Yeah, I didn't read. I didn't read all the Harry Potter books. I think I would have though if I was like. I think I would have read all the Harry Potter books if I was like 10, and then I would have just read all the others because they would have been around. But I think because I was already like 18 when the first book came out, that means like I didn't read. I read two of them, and then I was like, dude, I can't read eight books about wizards. I just can't do it because I'm 22. I mean, I don't know. I could read like 3 or 4 books about wizards, but 7 books about wizards, that's too much wizard. To me, not to everybody, but that's a little bit too much wizards. And that's why Lord of the Rings is like the perfect. It's the perfect amount of wizards that I can handle. It's like there's the Hobbit, and then there's the Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Ring trilogy, and then it's over. Then I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, at least it's not Harry Potter. I'm gonna have to read 7 books about fucking wizards. Yeah, it's not that I didn't even. I thought the first Harry Potter was really good. The second one, I was just like, eh, and I just kind of lost interest. So I was like, I don't feel like fucking reading the rest of this. It's like I can't go 7 books of Harry Potter. Just can't do it. I just can't handle it. Prepare for
Your
your
evolving scale is now ready.
oblivion. Yeah. Welcome to the team, baby. Oh, you got me. Ooh, you got me real good, huh? I have to show my boy about the great flame blade. Yes, you wanted to speak to me? Yes. Would you like to get vaporized today? May I take your order? Oh. Welcome to Pizza Butt. May I take your order? Hmm. Extra sausage coming up. Oh, yeah. Secret cave, boy. Found the secret cave. Found the secret cave. Oh, at Circo Mesa. Past the cerveza. Secret cave. What secrets await me in the cave of destiny? Uh-oh. What dangers await in the cave of destiny? It's more like it. Uh, Man, this cave sucks. I was all excited about the cave. Turns out it's shit. Curb your cave enthusiasm. Like that one show. Yeah, it was hard to like curb the enthusiasm, because man, the night I was thinking about that today. Like, man, everybody in the 1990s, they're just like, man, I'm so excited about computers. Man, I'm so excited about the future. Man, I'm so excited about the destiny of mankind. Man, I'm overexcited. And now it's like mostly like dread. It is kind of funny. It's like, yeah, the 1990s, everybody's like so excited about the future and everything. Like, it's gonna be great. Things will just get better and better and better and better. And then that's not what really happened. Yeah. I do think about that sometimes though. It does amuse me. I'm like, remember how everybody almost was like so optimistic in the 1990s and like early 2000s? Almost everybody you met was like positive and like getting so excited about the computers and the internet and shit. It was pretty wild to think about the levels of optimism going on. Yeah. Do I think America could ever be like that again? I think maybe one day America could be that optimistic again. I think there could be a golden age, like a real one, not just uh, you know, not just one that somebody says in name only, but it doesn't really become a golden age. Not just a theoretical golden age, but like an actual. I do believe after a dark period there could be a human civilization, like a oscillation into a some kind of renaissance. So yeah, I think from time to time that's possible. Yeah, but every renaissance human civilization has to go through hell for like a long time before there's a renaissance age. So that's the problem with the renaissance, is that it doesn't come that often. So historically speaking. So it's very rare to have a sustained enlightenment or renaissance period in human history. Yeah, so a Biden supporter was like, first of all, when he sent me the text, he didn't even get the text right. He was wanting to text me, "Is life better now than it was in November 2024?" And I'm gonna say yes. Um, so I'm not saying life is totally perfect or peachy or like amazing, but it's a lot better to me than the hell of the Democrat Party rule and the Biden Harris administration rule. It's a bajillion times better than that. And there's less censorship, there's more liberty, there's more freedom. Like that's how America's supposed to be. And so there's a lot of great things about it. America's safer. The illegals are getting their ass deported out of here. Um, the borders are being secured. Um, Tariffs are going to help pay down the U.S. sovereign debt slowly but surely. Um, yeah. So there's no way in hell that I think the Biden Harris administration was better than any point in the Trump administration. So okay, so the liberal leftist uh, quote unquote friend said, "Oh, Joe Biden only had two things wrong: inflation and the border, and Trump has 10 things going wrong." And I'm like, "Oh no, that's not true." I said, "You can't tell me with that $6 a gallon gas and shit that life was better under Biden Harris. There's just on that point alone. Life is not better under the rule of the Democrats for anybody. That's just the truth. And nobody in this country wants to learn the hard way again and vote for a Democrat. I mean, except for Democrats. But most people in the country, most American voters, do not want to go back to that hell, that Biden-Harris hell, that Barack Hussein Obama hell. Yeah. So, but I mean, if there's liberals and Democrats out there that think it was better during the Biden-Harris administration, if they firmly actually believe that, then I'll see you at the ballot box. It's a free country, so I'm going to vote, for probably a Republican, and Republicans this November midterms. I mean, next November midterms. So yeah, we could disagree on that. And I'll see you at the ballot box. It's the way real democracy in a constitutional republic works. So. There will never be anybody on this entire earth that could convince me that Barack Hussein Obama and Joseph Biden were better than Donald Trump, and that life was better under their rule. There's nothing in the whole wide universe in my whole life that will convince me of that bullshit. Everybody's free to believe that bullshit that wants to believe it, but I'm just never going to say yes. I agree with you because I don't. I don't agree with those people. So I honestly looked up in horror when I went to the local gas station in 2002, and I had seen something I had never seen before in the history of America. I saw $4 to $5 a gallon of gas in Texas, of all places. So I knew it was worse other places. I had never seen a horror like that. I mean, just the horror of seeing that price. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing with my own eyes. And I'll never forget that, not being able to fathom how bad the Biden inflation was and the high gas prices and the total mismanagement of the United States of America. It was gross neglect on a level that almost seemed sinister. It almost seemed like they were trying to destroy America, like on purpose. Barack Hussein Obama and the rest of his cronies in the Democrat Party. So, hey, I will never miss Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I will never ever miss their tenure, or Barack Hussein Obama or Democrats. I will never believe in hope and change and all that bullshit that they were selling back starting in 2008. So. All Democrat slogans like hope and change and new way forward and build back better. The only thing that shit's ever going to mean to me is another way of saying America last and communism and socialism. That's it. That's all they got. one thing is for certain: as I get older, I don't want the new year. I don't want the years to pass by so fast like they do. But you kind of want to try to slow down the years, even though you know there's no way you can slow down the years. But typically, when you get older, you want to try to slow down the years, even though you know you can't, but you wish you could just kind of slow it down, kind of like slow down time, even though you know that you can't do it. But humans can try to do it anyways, like relax and try to enjoy the time and stuff like that. And there's no way you can actually slow down time, more morally wise. But I'm saying just by doing like relaxing and savoring the beautiful moments and all that stuff, kind of taking in the opportunities and stuff like that. Kind of appreciating, like the whole holiday of Thanksgiving and Remembrance Day and Veterans Day, and just kind of thank the lucky stars. Um, but also kind of realize how fast a bunch of greedy, power hungry people in this country could totally destroy the freedoms and liberties that our grandfathers and our ancestors fought for almost 250 years, and how quickly um, the United States could fall into a totalitarianism, into a tyranny. So also that's also something to keep in mind, is how scary that is, how that could actually be a possibility at some point. So just realizing that evil and tyranny could rise again, not just around the world to attack the United States, but from within as well, is you know, frightening idea. But unfortunately, even bad things are possibilities. So I hate to say. Do, 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 do. Get those sap shrooms up here, huh? Yeah, yeah. Well, what else? Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for actually. My board. Oh, okay. So it's not a Korok, unfortunately. Dang it. Oh well. Okay. Oh, the current Jeopardy champion is Allegra. What's her name? Allegra. Yeah, she's really trying to go like for a really long time. She's won like four. She's almost to 100. Allegra Cooney from South Bend, Indiana. She is a professor at the University of Notre Dame. Okay. Yeah. Uh, they put her picture like she's really hot, but she's really not hot. I guess that they put a picture of when she's like young. Yeah, but she's not. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not true. Like Rakuni. So she's already to $85,000. Okay. Yeah, uh, she went up against a lot of really smart folks today. So it might take a professor or a doctor or somebody to beat her, or somebody just really, really good. But I don't think she's going to be a reigning champion for too long. So she kind of got lucky today, I think, even though she's won 4 or 5 games. But I'm saying that today was real close. So I think one game she's just going to hit the skids. But you can tell that she's like trying to like really get like as much money as she can. But I guess if you get like $100,000, what they're gonna tax it in Jeopardy, right? So what, you only take home like 70 grand, but still, so she's trying to get the highest amount possible. Um, but either for herself or for her family or maybe for her retirement or something. But you can tell that, man, if she loses, she's gonna be really pissed because she thinks she's like, or it's you can tell that it's very important for her to be a Jeopardy champion. That it's like it's really it's very very important for her, like Rakuni, to be a Jeopardy champion. But so you can tell that when she loses, she's gonna go, the ride is over. She's gonna be like, damn, I can't reapply for a long time, and this was my only chance. When she loses, she's gonna. I mean, I don't think she's gonna like lose her shit, but you can tell by her expression, she's gonna be like, dang. Uh, do I think she's trying to break any records? She could have a goal in mind of breaking records, or maybe she has a financial goal. She could have a. I mean, she could try. She could be trying to be a Jeopardy champion, or she could be trying to uh, hit, 150,000 or 200,000, maybe 300,000. Maybe she has a specific financial goal in mind. But so we'll see tomorrow if Allegra Cooney is able to pull out a sixth win or whatever and go past $100,000. And so, how bizarre! How bizarre! Yeah, you could tell she was gonna like flip her shit when she wasn't gonna like when she thought she might lose today. She was like, yeah, ready for it. Ooh, damn. Uh, uh, Yeah. I don't know about all that, though. Mm. That's your boy, God. You know he's living God. Mm. Hydromelon, yo. Mm. But I have an idea for your boys. Mm. Enjoy the dive. Mm. It's the best. You got a steak. Mm. Mm. Got your boy Beetle. Got your boy Beetle. Do you want Beetle? I don't think so, though. That's my shit. Mm. 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 Compared to Dory. Compared to Dory. Looking dope, 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 dope. How about this dope outfit? Down. Getting it dope, dope. Dopey dope. Getting it dopey dope, dope. Dopey dope, dope. Dopey doo. Dopey dope, dope. Alright, so here's what's up. Yeah. You ready for the elixir? Ooh. Got the chili elixir. Yep, I got the mixer. Chili elixir. Got the chili elixir. There's an elixir. Want your ass out of here by sundown, dog. I don't like bird people. Y'all better know. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Shall we dance? Gonna dance this boy into the ambulance. Ooh. Would you like an amber chance? Yeah. My shit's neck. Oh. Okay. I want to play rough. Okay, I'll play with you. Say hello to my little bug. Anybody else want a cheese murder? Alright. Time to give him hello. They ready for the shit. Guess what? Ooh. I better recognize. Ooh. Better read, lads. Recognize. Always. Boys are back in town. Oh, oh, oh. Boys are back. The boys are back in town. Oh. The boys are back. The boys are back. Oh. Tell me about my inventory down. Tell me about my inventory. Ah. The boys are back in town. Spread the word around. Mm. In the great cliffs, I rose, battled my foes. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I was going to Tafe Hill. Tafe Hill, where a puzzle waits in the distance. That was good narration, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's high caliber stuff. Puzzle awaited in the distance. Did I have the intellect to solve it? Or was it merely child's play? Okay. How's it about the Huzu? Ready to do this? I think it's right there. Do. Thought it was right there. Okay. Not. It's up. Is it right there? No, it's gotta be. No. It's a. I don't know how this shit goes at all. Huh? Yep. Ooh. Now that the puzzle is solved, I can proceed on the next mission. Oh shit. Time to break out the bandana of Willie Nelson. Yeah. Mhm. Ooh. Drawing. Are we close to being able to fart? I think I might be able to fart soon. Can't wait for the flatulence to occur. Ah, I see. There it is. We gotta hurry though. Can we fly yet? Not yet. Gotta hurry our butts up though. Okay. I'm gonna make it, I think. I'm gonna make it past these boys. Ah. Okay. Proceed on the mission. Almost there to the promised land, baby. Ooh. We got one more wolf. We got a star fragment right here. Yes. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I mean, watching a Brie Larson movie, I think she's just famous because she has a hot ass. She's hot. That's the only reason. It's not that she's a great actress. She just is like nice to look at her ass and shit. That's pretty much what it is.
Is now ready.
I don't. Do you even think Brie Larson thinks that she's a great actress? I don't think so. I mean, like most of the roles they make her sweaty and they put her in like fucking tank tops and shorty shorts and shit. She knows what she is. Just some some nice eye candy. Oh yeah. All right, we found Muffin Mountain. Not really. Okay, here's the new song. No, really, here's the new song. What's the next part? Yeah. Oh, wow. And then it goes like, oh, wow. Going to the desert tower. Gliding through the canyon. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, damn it. Damn it, damn it.
Our boat is story is ready.
Going to the cave. Ooh. Hope I can behave. Ooh. Somebody block the way. But I'm like Clint Eastwood. Told them to make my day. Found the stash. Ooh. Yo. Found the cave with the ancient weapons. Ooh. Oh. Oh, there's an edge of duality though. Gotta get rid of this. Yeah, they have an edge of duality. That's like some real shit. Okay, bone marrow, that's good. Oh wow. Big shit, man. Got an opal. Okay. Here's the deal. Yeah. Well, what I did to try to win the Texas two-step, I basically, there was a number that hadn't played since last year. There's basically a number that hadn't played since last like March 2024. So I was like, well, hopefully those numbers come up tonight. So yeah, the strategy for tomorrow is to use my favorite number, not 1111, even though I realized that could happen, but that could also be. But okay, yeah, you got two of these, so I get a golden bow up in the. Oh, the golden bow isn't as powerful as those. Oh. Oh, there is a scimitar back here. Okay. Okay, can you make it like or can you push it that way? I guess it's like you got a scimitar. Got a moonlight scimitar. That's not just any scimitar, son. Okay, that's a weak one. Use the moonlight scimitar. Oh, that's good enough. Down the stash, baby. Okay. Ooh. Cool party. Chillin', chillin'. Ready to rock and roll. Are you ready to rock and roll? Yeah, I didn't really like the new Superman. It's not just that I'm just like too old school about Christopher Reeve and all that shit. It's basically because it's just not very good, you know. It's just like Superman getting his ass kicked all the time. It's just to me it just sucks. Like I tried to watch it, but it just sucks so bad I can't even watch it. I don't even think if I had like 7-year-old kids, like would I even fucking enjoy that shit? I think I would still hate it. I would probably, if I had little kids, I'd probably put on old Superman with Christopher Reeves and shit like that. I put on the good shit for my kids. So I want to spare him the David Corn Sweat Superman. That fucking garbage. Yeah, I mean, even though Henry Cavill became a really big star, I think that Henry Cavill should have been James Bond, and I think he's like really missed out on that because that fucker Daniel Craig, he was all right, but I think, yeah, and I think at least uh, if Henry Cavill was robbed of James Bond, at least I was like, well, maybe he'll be in like Justice League. I mean, maybe he'll be like, you know, have maybe Superman and Batman and all that shit will work out, but it didn't. So like, that double sucks because not only did he not get James Bond, but also the DC extended universe was botched really badly. So that fucked. Well, at least he was in the Witcher too. So I guess that was another thing. And the Man from Uncle was great. So, but yeah. Oh. 900 million for the Mega Millions tomorrow. Dang, that's a retire. That's a retirement fund right there. Dang, oh shit. Uh oh, this boy getting crazy. Ah, I still got me, bastard. Here's what we're gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys. Is everybody's excited about Bad Boys 5? Everybody's excited about the. Oh shit, my dick don't work. That's something funny, dude. Oh, that exactly worked, huh? There's a monster. Ah. That scared people, huh? They're like, it's a monster. That scared me, fool. I have no more Superman powers. Damn it. They should just make a Zelda game where Link can just fly like Superman. Hell yeah. Or at least he can have webs like Spider-Man. No. Or a rocket pack like Rocketeer. What the fuck? No, they have Rivali's Gale or whatever. That sounds good. He needs a rocket pack like the Rocketeer of Boba Fett. I'm gonna Boba fart. Ooh. Man, this game is too good.